into his art.
And we are talking about, drum roll please, Kanye West.
I don't know how to do a drum roll.
I'll fill in the drum roll later, don't worry. Kanye West is the 5 seed. Oh, there's going to be cards and letters on this one.
Yeah.
Listen, here's my feeling. Here's my feeling on this, and you can give me your take.
Yeah.
I don't care what a celebrity says when they agree with me or disagree with me. Kanye especially went off the rails with a lot of what he said, slavery being a choice, and it's not for wearing the MAGA hat or talking to Candace Owens or whatever. It's for the instability, the sheer cray of Kanye West jumping into the political foray. I was actually defending him and saying he can have an opinion. Doesn't mean I have to listen to it, but he can have an opinion on politics. The fact that he jumped in with both feet and was just a barrel full of crazy, that's why he's on the list for me.
Yeah, he's up there, and like you said, what really, it's not about the opinion. It's not the fact that he had an opinion or expect the opinion. Yeah, a lot of people like to say stay in your lane, but it doesn't mean people can't, who are in the entertainment industry or in this industry, can't have opinions and can't express those opinions. That's fine. Slavery is a choice. Slavery was a choice, really. Listen, like I said before, I'm the whitest honky ever, but even I know that's dumb. That's really what that gets him up here, and that's really where he went. Because, like you said, he took a lot of history, and he really kind of leaned into it this year.
Absolutely right. But he's going against an amalgam of people. We couldn't pick one, but when we say the name BBQ Becky or Barbecue Becky, I think you get what we're talking about. There was a whole class of people this year, Matt, that were not only overtly racist and, rightly ridiculed thereafter, but it was done in such a hilarious way with shaming them that they have to be called out as buffoons. And they collectively get, there was one involvement, I think it was Corner Store Kathy or something like that. Of course, we mentioned Barbecue Becky. There's a whole bunch of them.
Sidewalk Sally, I think there was Public Pool Patty. These were all the people who saw minorities somewhere that they didn't want minorities to be and said, you know what I'm going to do? You know what would be a really, really great response to seeing people barbecuing where I don't think they should be barbecuing? Or a little girl selling water on the sidewalk to make money. This is a real one. This is a real one. A little girl setting up a stand to sell water to passersby. Like, that's just the cutest thing ever. Hey, I know what I'll do. I'm going to call 911.
Yeah, it was the stupidest stuff.
That is just the most big, it's just buffoonish, and it just shows just a complete lack of touch with reality. What really is just, the most depressing part of this is that, they thought they were right to do this. And largely, although this is starting to change, largely none of them got anything worse than internet blowback for them. No arrest for, say, falsely reporting a crime or tying up police resources or making a false report to 911. It's just all so very sad. But at the end of the day, it's really, seriously, this is what I said before, this is the bad side of what were you thinking?
Absolutely right. Well, listen, we're getting low on time here. We got a few minutes left for the final matchup that we can talk about. This is the matchup that will be going up against Elizabeth Warren and Swalwell, the winner of that one. It's the 6-11 matchup. The 6th seed is a tag team of sorts. We all remember the story throughout the year regarding the investigation of Donald Trump and problems at the FBI. Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, the so-called FBI lovers, make the bracket. And why did they make the bracket for you, Matt?
There's an old saying in politics and the law, whatever you want to say, is don't ever write what you can say, don't ever say what you can wink. And they broke that rule so bad. Listen, we all have our opinions, but these people are FBI agents. They're all about, evidence. Evidence is their job. Collecting and analyzing evidence is their job. So when they decided to talk about how they felt about the election and how biased they were during their investigation of Comey and of Hillary Clinton and of Donald Trump, they decided to do what? Write it down in text messages. What were you thinking?
and then being credulous about it later on, at least in the case of Strzok when he testified before Congress on it. They're going up against, and we got to get this in really quickly, Don Blankenship, the man who coined the term Cocaine Mitch. Oh my goodness. There couldn't have been a worse candidate. Well, maybe Roy Moore was a worse candidate than Don Blankenship, but man, oh man, this guy right here. Matt, I think he speaks for himself.
This is a guy who went to jail for running an energy company where he blew up a whole bunch of coal miners in Kentucky, and he thought to himself, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll run for Senate in West Virginia. And what is a huge part of the populace of West Virginia?
That would be coal miners.
Coal miners. This guy thought he had a chance is just pure hubris. This is the man I was talking about before when we were talking about a Republican who really just took hubris to a new level, because he tried to run as the conservative answer, and it just went absolutely nowhere. Couldn't even get out of the primary. And Mitch McConnell's response on Twitter was amazing when he had the cocaine-dusted graphic that says, thanks for playing. Absolutely epic. That was an epic clapback from the majority leader there.
Absolutely. So there you have it, folks. That's the bracket for the 2018 Buffoon of the Year. That's the class of 2018. Matt, real quickly, I should say, give me your winner. Who's taking it all right now?
I am going to go with the number 2 seed, Jim Acosta. I think there's not a lot of love from the media. I think he's going to take it. You know what?
I'm going to punk out. I'm not going to punk out. I was going to go with Michael Avenatti. I don't know if he's going to stay in the news that much longer. My sentimental favorite, Kanye West. I think he deserves it. Avenatti has the body of work for the year as sustained throughout the whole year. But man, if you want to go by just sheer crazy, Kanye West did it. He earned it, in my opinion.
Well, we got a great matchup for everyone to work with this year.
Absolutely. Here's what you can do, folks. Go to www.BehindEnemyLinesRadio.us. Click on the article about the 2018 Buffoon of the Year. Within that article will be a bracket at the bottom of the page where you'll be able to pick your choices. Who you got, America? You tell us. The polls will open at the end of the show and will go on until an hour before next week's show when we record. And you will know by then who makes the next round before we even broadcast it. Matt, as always, you are the grand poobah of buffoonery. Thank you so much for doing this with us, man.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I look forward to this every year. As I say, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Okay,
sorry for singing at you people. Sorry, it moves me.
Wow, that's all I have to say. Remember what happened to the last guy who sang on the show, not professionally? That might be you next. Anyway, folks.
Oh, God.
Yes, indeed. Folks, we're out of time here. We're going to shut this sucker down. Matt Fairley, thank you so much. Next week, you'll know the winners, and we'll have a lot more show for you. But until then, Gene Baradelli, Matt Fairley, Behind Enemy Lines. We are out of here. Good night, folks.
Our position has been compromised. It's time to roll out. Report for debriefing at www.BehindEnemyLinesRadio.us. And look for regular communications via Facebook and Twitter at BEL_radio. You are the resistance. Behind Enemy Lines. A rock radio production. Back in 7 days. Out.